Welcome back from the break. You're watching Our Parliament, and this is a show that gives you an opportunity to have your say on issues being discussed in Parliament. Today what we are focusing on is the East African community. It has been promised to us for a very long time. In fact, from the year 2000, the East African community has been spoken about in future tense. In the audience today, I have a current member of the East African Legislative Assembly. Why do we continue talking about EAC, East African Community, in future tense? Why don't you make it present, Honorable Nakawuchi?
The integration process is gradual. It's a process. There are current benefits and then there are future benefits. A lot of things have been implemented, especially when I talk about the Common Market Protocol. I would entirely disagree with my colleague, Honorable Sheila. The way things are today is not the way things were 5 years ago or 10 years ago. A lot has been done. For example, when I talk in terms of trade, you used to meet like 80 roadblocks and way bridges between Mombasa and Maraba. Today, as we talk, there are only 4-way bridges that you find on that entire course. So to me, this is an improvement and it's an achievement on the part of the East African community. And
I agree with you, Honorable Nakawuchi, but there's a small issue. You see, one of the things that has been said is that it has been made very political. The politicians are benefiting from it. So if we look at it from that perspective, it looks like the slower you make it, the better for you, the politicians, and the worse for us, the Ugandans who want to benefit.
It's not entirely true that it has been made political, because Article 7(1)(a) of the treaty that establishes the East African community provides that the East African community is a people-centered community. It's driven by the people. But much as we can't rule out the fact that there is also some political affiliation to it, because first and foremost, for any of the protocols to be implemented, there has to be political will from the partner state governments. So we cannot kick out politics and only depend on the people-centeredness. They have to work hand in hand.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable Nakawuchi. People-centered. So let's go to the people. Do you have any questions or comments, my audience?
My question is about the movement of people. We traders, we are used for the 10 days of boarding buses in the evening, and you reach to Nairobi in the evening. You go to the market, purchase your goods, then you board the buses and you come back. Nowadays, they don't allow movement of people during night in Kenya. Yet in Uganda, they allow it. So, at the end, we end up spending 2 days in Kenya, which is a little bit expensive. Which doesn't make business sense
for you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
So how are we going to do it?
We are going to ask the minister that. Let's go over to another question or comment.
Babu Ramadan from United Youth Organization Uganda. How much does Uganda import from East Africa? We also need to know that.
Okay.
The East African community is emphasizing on improving water transport and railway transport, of which we have an existing port, which is Port Bell. But when you reach Port Bell, you cry your head off.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Bonnie.
Yes. What are we putting in place to implement on the same speed as East Africa? And how are the traders going to benefit all the countries of in collecting taxes outside the country?
Outside the country. Okay, thank you very much for all your questions. Our audience at home, if you'd like to contribute to this show, go to Facebook. The page is Our Parliament. On Twitter, our Twitter handle is Our Parliament TV.